Hello. It is a new day. So exciting, and it's Father's Day. June 19th. 2 days before the summer solstice. My daughter was either born on the solstice or near the solstice. Oh, 1 degree into Cancer she is. Alright, so I'm going to show you something. I'm not really sure how to do it. I'm just going to have to angle the camera. So, beautiful. This flower, let me see my eye, guys. Look, this flower is so fragrant. And one of the things I do is I drink the dew off, lick the dew off leaves, or I don't always have to pull them. If there's just like a little leaf that's full of some water, I'll slip it up. Okay, I could just smell this all day. And I found a couple crow's feathers by my two trees. And between the crow's feathers, I can't do it. Something like that. And I found a really great mushroom, but I dropped it and I broke it. But you want to see what else I found? It's very strange. Very, very strange. You hear the crow? Okay, I am. That's why I always break my glasses. I'm gonna bring it up. Come on, dear crow. A crow's head. It may have had its eyes eaten out. Anyway, it's rather large. Yeah, so that was between my two trees. As I walked park with my dog. I never know exactly what route I'm going to take. I let her choose. So today she took me to the park. Between my two glorious trees. Oh, and they have taken down the fence. So I don't have the fence in my Berrydale Park, so then I can just be very expensive and run around. But yes, I thought the crow's head was very interesting. Anyone who has an idea of the symbolism of that or its potential meaning? Apparently, the things that can eat crows and leave their heads behind, I did a little research, or sometimes they just eat the head, is a cat, like a hawk, and an owl, and maybe a raccoon. But yeah, so weird that it was between my two trees. I was like, no. And it's probably like 60 degrees here, and there's just no way in heck I could put my shoes on. It's just too warm. You want to see something kooky? Bloop, 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 bloop. It's a space shuttle fanny pack. I got it in a estate sale. It cracks me up. You know, those rays of the sun, even though it's covered by these clouds, I'm still receiving these golden rays directly on my skin, into my pores, into my eyes. But it was such a nice little warm rain, and the puddles on the street weren't too cold, and I was splashing in them. I've gone full kiddo, you guys. Full kiddo. It felt really good to put my feet in the water and just splash around. The Aquarian age is being free. Free spirit. I'm not a hippie. I'm not. I went to a party and there were a bunch of people that I guess you'd consider like dreadlocks and stuff. And I was sitting with my friend. I'm like, I'm not a hippie. You can't categorize me. I was talking to my good friend Vivian. She's like, yeah, I can't categorize you. Yeah, because I don't want to be any little junior high clique. Sometimes I feel like grown-ups act like they're in junior high. It's just so tiresome. Sometimes there's valuable shit in it, but a lot of times it's just like, oh my gosh. It's minutia. Programming is just minutia. Because it's predictable. Predicted programming. Now, I was for sure programmed to. I watched all the cartoons. It's my favorite thing to do is to watch TV. Got a good old dose. But I knew it, I guess it was 2000. My husband and I had been married for like 3 years, and he was watching a lot of like sports stuff and staying up late watching ESPN. And just right then they were starting to do like food stuff in 2000, like Food Network stuff. I don't think there was a Food Network though, but like people who traveled and ate, and I just thought that was fascinating. Watching people cook. And I was like, I want to get rid of cable. Like, I don't want this to be the thing where we just like watch TV and have one in our room. That's gross. So yeah, we canceled cable, and where we lived, you didn't get reception with just a plug-in. I mean, I actually did get a couple channels, but I had this little television. Just one of these old ones, like watch, I think, CW or something. And I'd watch stupid shows. And, they just gave me something to do during periods of my life that were kind of dull and boring, and I just filled it with more dull and boring that at least wasn't my life. I don't know what I'm going on about, but now due to the more light coming into this plane of existence, and me, as I'm sure a lot of humans have also taken advantage of, is getting these rays from the sun, and started with that. Started with getting a dog, really. Being forced to go outside. I used to say I was more of an indoor person than an outdoor person. And now I'm just like, whoa. I mean, I love being in my home. So cozy, I love laying on my couch, taking a rest. I love going to bed, my cozy bed. I love being outside. Like right now, my feet are just all covered in crayons. Because my lawn got mowed yesterday. So they're very happy just to touch the earth and to drink of the water. The water, did you hear that snap? So I'm just squatting. And if you could find time in your day to go outside and do some squatting. Lean against a tree. This is actually a nice jaw massage right here. Because if you're feeling like you don't have that spark, it's just too hard to even exist because you have zero energy. The way to adjust that is to go outside. Stretch. Is to go outside. And just do some shit like this. get that sun right on your face. So I'm stretching. I got my bare feet on the ground. I have this beautiful emanating light being exchanged with my vessel. I think it's raining. I hear some rain on leaves. See how that changed my eyes? Ooh. Bridge of my nose. Use the little tangent. It's nice to grab your eyebrows. Just squeeze them. That felt so good. Now I feel like I'm kind of drunk. A little drunk on mana. You know, manna, I mean, they ate it in the desert for like 400 years or something. They were addicted to it. But I'm going to alchemize that. I do feel like I'm receiving just showering a blessing, gold and white light with rainbow rays into this vessel. I do. And you know, it goes all over the ground and into the trees and into the roots and into the soil and into this plane of existence. This is pretty long. I've gone on and on. It's still working through me. Yeah, lay on the ground. Or put a pillow between your lower back or wherever your back's kind of tight, and then lay on the ground, on the earth. It is summertime. You can always just put down a blanket. Ideally something natural. I mean, this isn't natural, it's synthetic, I'm sure, but it's full of magic. This crazy sweater. Even the fanny pack. Even that crow's head. If you have any ideas of what I should do with it, I'm thinking bury it. Maybe with that rose. Anyway, I didn't want to leave it there to be chewed by a dog or kicked around by a kid. There have been people going, gross, Like, come on. You know, all those decapitated heads. That were, what's the word? I mean, how do you get a skull like that? How do you make it a skull? Some type of chemical reaction? I don't know. It'd be pretty gross if you just let the skull just like rot and stuff. But yeah, a lot of intention was gone into putting all those skulls underneath Notre Dame, whatever, however you say it. And the fire, and all the statues where their heads were cut off, whether they were lowered to the ground. What did they do with the heads? And the finding of the crypts underneath the floor of Notre Dame, when they were reconstructing it, they found a crypt. That's stuff that's interesting to look into. I got this guy that does all that for me. I appreciate it. His name is James Drew. If you're interested, James Drew, you should check him out. Anyway, yeah, it's Father's Day, June 19th. I will be seeing my father today. I'm gonna write him a letter. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I have a lot of really wonderful feelings for my dad. And they're just boring. All right. Enjoy this beautiful Sunday. If you got some heart stuff, just go ahead and get in there, do some self-surgery. Call in spirit. Lay down. Spirit surgery. Let them do their thing. Acknowledge their work. They're very skillful. Because so much is happening inside. You are in the middle of the process. Do you not know? You've already been on your path. It's a beautiful thing. And I love you all. Namaste.